In the year that I lived there, I really did try to make the most of it. On Halloween, I got in the spirit and painted myself up to hand out candy to the trick-or-treaters, but hardly anyone came. Close to Christmas, I bought a few DVDs, sodas and snacks for my stepdad. I left them near the TV when he wasn't home to open on Christmas Day. All the while, I kept practicing my guitars and was creating the songs that would be on my first album. Every day, I would practice songs I had already written like Dwell and Rebellion and The Train to Nowhere. Then I would create riffs and then lyrics that made up new songs. Sometimes, I would create music to lyrics I had thought up before moving in. For instance, the song Candles was first thought up on my walk home from work in the middle of the night on New Year's Day. My mom's passing was unexpected a few months prior. I was in a job I didn't like and I was working on New Year's Eve. Everybody was happy, drinking and smiling. Confetti dropped with balloons. Illegal fireworks were going off outside overhead. In fact, if you listen to Candles, the solo just before and after the 2-minute mark is meant to represent fireworks bursting in air. Everyone was celebrating, but I was celebrating my misery and it was not how I planned to spend the new year. So I said this to myself on the walk home and wrote it all down after I finally got to my room. I wasn't in a relationship, but wrote a song about one called Bend Till It Breaks. I ended up writing a song called Through, and even though I didn't drive, I wrote a song about the bar called Designated Driver. But the last two songs I wrote in that apartment were the best on the album, What's in a Blank Stare? And Cinematically Sad. Cinematically Sad sounded like the music that plays while the credits roll at the end of a movie, hence cinematic. The other part to Cinematically Sad is that everything has an end, time, life, rhymes, songs and stories. What's in a Blank Stare? Was based upon my blank stare. What's in a blank stare? Being here physically, mentally aware, but a mind that's back in the past, reliving events that happened. So I practiced those 8 songs daily until the day I moved out of that apartment. There was a bar next to the bar that I worked at, that had an open mic night every week. So I found out when it was, and all day, I practiced What's in a Blank Stare? I carried my guitar with me from my apartment, all the way to the bar, making sure to be early enough to sign up for the open mic. When I finally made it there, I looked over and the MC was looking over his list. I gave a wave, then the female bartender said,
"Where's your ID?"
I told her I didn't bring it with me, I was just going to sign up for the open mic. She rudely said,
"Then you gotta leave."
I told her I was over 21, but I wasn't going to drink, just sign up for the open mic. Again, she rudely said,
"No. You gotta leave."
It was crazy, since the blood culture kid at the bar we worked at was only 18. So that was my very first and last open mic.